Hi, and welcome to It Figures. Tonight, I'm going to be reviewing E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial, and it is made by NECA. Alright, so first let's take a look at the packaging for E.T. It's your basic blister pack. The only graphic on the front of the package is this picture with the two hands. And on the back of the package, you basically get a picture of E.T., a little paragraph explaining who he is, and on the bottom, you have the three different versions of him that are out now. You have Dress-Up E.T., you have Telepathic E.T., which also looks like either sick or drunk E.T., and then you have Night Flight E.T., which is the one I will be reviewing tonight. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the scissors and open him up. Inside the package, he's basically being held in by three twisty ties. I'm not a fan of this white rubber robe they put him in. I mean, yeah, obviously it's from the part in the film where Elliot wraps him up and puts him in his bike, but it just doesn't look very good. It's basically just a big piece of white rubber that don't have that many details in it. Thankfully, though, you can take it off because it just has like these two little snaps they fit into. So now that it's off, you can see some of the paint actually has rubbed off onto E.T.'s shoulders from that stupid piece of rubber. And there's a little bit of it on this side too. So for E.T. himself, he looks absolutely great. They really managed to capture all the wrinkles and the folds in his feet and his stomach. So yeah, it's really nicely detailed. Even on his back, they managed to keep all the same nice detail. Articulation-wise, everything here is ball jointed. His shoulders are ball jointed. And even his elbows are ball jointed. They bend and, of course, turn. His wrists turn as well. His legs are also ball jointed, so you can pretty much put him in any position that you want. Since he has such thin arms, they did a really great job of articulation here. Even though it's all very thin, it still feels very solid, like it's just not going to break as soon as you touch it. As in paint, it's nicely detailed. He's, of course, a solid color brown, but then they have, you know, the wrinkles and things highlighted with black. They did a really good job getting the blue of his eyes correct. And, of course, they do have the tip of his finger lit, as in like sort of an orangish red color. As for accessories, he comes with a bag of Reese's Pieces, which is really cheap, actually. It's not, it's very flat. You know, it's supposed to be meant to lay down, but graphic-wise, yeah, it looks more like something just orange is spilled out of the bag and they dotted it with, you know, yellow and black. It's not really well detailed. And the other thing that comes with him is another neck extender. So the neck extender was really tough to put on, and what you're seeing now is it's barely even sitting on there. I mean, it's not even attached. I just got it like kind of barely on there because it seems like the holes in the bottom and the top of these are too small to really go into the pegs. So yeah, I couldn't even really get the neck extender on there. So E.T. himself is just an absolutely awesome looking figure. I mean, they captured him perfectly. And E.T. has always been one of my all-time favorite films, so I'm really happy to actually finally have a decent figure of him in my collection. I think the cheap accessories that actually come with him hinder the figure more than anything. So let's bring up the old Figometer and see how E.T. stacks up. Okay, so the figure itself, like I said, is awesome. It's just really well detailed, and it's just a really cool looking figure of E.T. So E.T. himself gets a 5 out of 5. And these cheap throwaway accessories get a 1 out of 5. I think if they had given E.T. a cloth outfit rather than this horrible rubber one, it would have been a whole lot better. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode of It Figures, and make sure to check out our other show, Front Row Review, when E.T. eventually comes out on Blu-ray this fall.